Hey, well, I'm here on the other side of my shop, pre-fiberglassing the side panels. You want to pre-fiberglass the inside. So I've already done one. I figured out a few things, so I'm doing another. And what I figured out helps a little bit is to, get your scarf panel laid out. Then I stretch out the fiberglass before I lay down any resin. Put out the fiberglass, cut it to length while it's dry, no muss, no fuss. I have a little foam insulating tube or pool noodle here. I'm just gonna roll it up into a ball, set it off to the side. Then I'm gonna mix a whole bunch of epoxy. Wet this sucker down, wait a few minutes, wet it down again until it's done being thirsty. And then roll this back out, get all the bubbles worked out, get it nice and tight, and then add some more epoxy on top of that until it's good and wetted out. And then I'll let it cure overnight, and I'll put it on the boat. I've got the insides fiberglassed strategically to the point where they will match up to the chine and the gunnels. To help out, because I'm doing this alone, I've added some temporary cleats to the gunnel, just so I can put the board up there, get a level with the bottom, and then I will come up here and mark a line on the inside and then take it back out and trim it. All right, so that worked out pretty well. It wasn't particularly hard. I just brought the back end up, set it there, brought the front end up, set it on that cleat. And I had to lower that cleat a little bit, loosening the screw to get it to line up down here so it's flush with the gunnel. My line here is lining up pretty good, actually really good. So I should be able to go ahead and mark this along here, take it back out, cut it, and then, all right, there's the side all marked up. See my felt line coming along here. And back here I went ahead and cut out the angles for the Euro transom. And it's just long enough. It's going to give me a boat that is 30 feet, 0.5 inches long. All right, I trimmed up really well. So now I went around and hit it with the random orbital sander on the edges, just to lighten up, give it some hook. Now I'm gonna wash it down with a little bit of ammonia water, make sure I get all the dust off, and then I will pre-wet all of the edges. And well, first I'll dry fit it, and then I'll pre-wet everything, and then start applying the epoxy. All right, so I've got the scarf lined up really well. I put a piece of 1/2 inch ply wrapped in plastic behind it, secured. This will go over the top when I get the scarf together, and then I'll screw that down, and that should give me a good flush joint. So I don't know if this would be helpful in a tight situation like this. I need to take this down, epoxy around the edges to pre-wet it and work on that, and then I want to replace it, but I really don't have to carry it all the way out there back in here. So I attached these two 2x4s, screwed them on, and now I can just allegedly fold them over and hold it up there like that, pre-wet them, lay it back down, and it should be pretty close to being lined up. So we'll see if it works well. And here it is fully installed. So this worked out really well. I did a similar process on the other side. And then this is the joint where the back joined the front. And I'm telling you, that is a nice joint. You can barely feel anything at all. So the sides are all on. Moving on to the next stage.